Now to Election Day, workers have finished counting those ballots that happened just after 1 this morning. And now we get a look at the voter turnout across North Texas for those municipal elections. Collin County leading the way with nearly 11% of registered voters taking the time to vote. Dallas County was next with about 8%, followed by Tarrant and then Denton County. In all 4 counties, though, just 340,000 of almost 4 million registered voters decided to take part in this election. Now to the results. Fort Worth Mayor Mattie Parker cruised to a 3rd term as leader of the 12th largest city in the country. Parker led from the start of early voting and then turned back 7 challengers to pick up 67% of the vote. During an interview with our Steve Pickett, Parker acknowledged the opportunities and challenges that come with another term as mayor.
Revenues likely will be tight heading into this next fiscal year for 2026, but I think we've got a great plan moving forward, clear communication with city management and residents, and again, transportation alongside public safety be all 2 biggest categories to fund here in Fort Worth.
I know that you have been, frankly, outspoken regarding this city's school system, the Fort Worth Independent School District, and the need to improve reading, writing, and arithmetic for the children of this district, the impact of the literacy rate, what we're seeing in terms of how the state views the school system. Will you continue pressing this district during this 3rd term? What's your sense of all of this right now?
100%. You know, we have 12 school districts in the city of Fort Worth that are public ISDs. Fort Worth ISD is our largest district, serving just over 70,000 students, and they have got to step up their game. I strongly believe that Dr. Karen Molinar is the right leader at the right time to steward this district forward. It's about student outcomes, the future of our city. You know, education is the greatest equalizer. We all believe in that. Literacy matters. Where we are today is absolutely unacceptable, but I have confidence as a community we can push forward and really demand different from leadership, but I've seen that from Karen. I've seen her talk differently, have better transparency, really force the budget to tell the story about where student outcomes deserve to be.
Now, Parker will be working with 2 new faces on the Fort Worth City Council. In District 5, Deborah Peoples, the former Tarrant County Democratic Party chair, received over 50% of the vote, so she will replace longtime East Fort Worth Council member Gina Bivens, who did not run for re-election. And in District 6, there will be a runoff. Mia Hall and Daryl Davis II did not secure the 50% plus 1 needed to win the seat outright. They'll go to a runoff on Saturday, June 7th. The winner will replace Jarrett Williams, who did not run for re-election. In Dallas, all 14 city council district seats were up for a vote on Saturday, and there will be 4 new faces around the horseshoe at City Hall. In District 4, Maxie Johnson is trading his seat on the Dallas ISD School Board for a place on the council. He handily won election in a 3-person race. Now, in a crowded District 6 race, Laura Cadena has emerged as the winner. She got just over 50% of that vote. In District 8, there will be a runoff here between Eric Wilson and Lori Blair. They were the top 2 vote getters, but neither received the 50% plus 1 to win that seat outright. And in District 11, another runoff here. This one will feature Bill Roth and Jeff Kittner. In all 4 of these seats, the incumbent either decided not to run for re-election or was term limited. There will be more construction soon in one of the fastest growing cities in the country. Last night, Salina ISD voters gave the green light for $2.3 billion in projects. The big ticket, Proposition A, which will fund construction of 11 new schools, that passed with 72% of voter support. Proposition B will fund technology upgrades across the district, that proposal receiving 70% support. In a statement, Salina ISD Superintendent Dr. Tom Maglaslow said in part about the vote, we also work very hard to maintain that trust and utilize this support to bring about amazing opportunities and experiences for our leaders, end quote. But it is back to the drawing board in Frisco for supporters who wanted to see the city build a center for the arts. Proposition B, which would have earmarked up to $160 million for the project, was defeated by the voters. 65% of those who cast ballots said no to the idea. On the Frisco City Council, there were supporters and detractors.
My issues are if the Performing Arts Center performs like other performing arts centers across the nation and has losses, we don't have an operator or a partner that has the financial capacity to sustain those losses.
This would be a source of pride for the community. When we visited about a dozen other theaters, it said it transformed their entire cities and became the DNA of who they are as a community. So the community theater would be used multiple times, probably every single day by different groups.
Neighboring Prosper ISD had promised $100 million for construction of the center. If you'd like to take a closer look at the election results and the impact that you care about most, we have more in-depth reporting on CBSNewsTexas.com. Remember, you can get news and weather there 24 hours a day.